folks, one and all to Let's Play Sid Meier's Covert Action, released in 1990 for the PC and Amiga. Developed by MPS Labs and published by Microprose, this is an action and strategy game where you take on the role of a CIA agent investigating criminal and terrorist activities across the globe. They're nefarious organizations, and they're up to very nefarious things, and only you stand in the way of their schemes. Will you discover what they're doing? Will you stop them? And will you survive? That's what we're going to find out, as we once again return to Covert Action, a game that I played a long time ago, and a game that I've realised I'm still not very good at, but let's see if we can do better this time round, as we create a new character and start a new career. For Rainer is in the past. Rainer has long since hung up his investigative hat and settled into a quiet life of not busting criminal organizations. It falls to somebody else now to pick up the mantle, and it falls to me to get my pen and paper ready, for this is a game of writing things down and taking notes. So let us create a new character and select between Maximilian Remington and Maxine Remington, both named so that the chief can call us Max. Last time we were Maximilian Remington. This time we're going to be Maxine Remington. And our code name is going to be Ariane. Some people may know what I'm referencing, and hopefully you got a chuckle out of that. We are going to select our difficulty level. At local disturbance, which is the easiest difficulty setting, what you put your skills into really doesn't matter, because everything is exceptionally easy, and you often know exactly where the mastermind is, and it's a very small area, and you can just immediately go and trounce whatever plot is going on. The objective of the game is to ultimately capture every single mastermind. And if you're on local disturbance, that's not going to take that long. We're going to be playing on national threat. That means your skills do have an impact, and I'm going to be picking some rather different skill allocations than normal. We get to pick 4 specializations, and there is average, good, excellent, and awesome. And the higher your skill is in something, the better you are at it, which means the easier these minigames are going to be. What we're going to do is we're going to put combat up once and twice, and we're going to put cryptography up twice, because cryptography is a weakness of mine, and so I want to make this as easy as possible. Electronics being average may bite me later on, because that's a good way of getting information, but hopefully we'll be alright with this. So, excellent cryptography. Here we go. The word on the street is that a really nasty terror campaign is about to start. I mean, normally we'd send our spies and use our information networks to glean more than that, but really it's just a feeling in the air, and nobody likes it. We're as prepared as we can be to react to what happens, but by then the damage will be done. It may be nothing, and it may be serious. The President thinks it's serious, so that's all that matters. Check out these reports and find out who's behind it. Also, I know you're only just out of training, and you haven't even had a proper assignment yet. You may be wondering why I'm throwing you into something so big so soon. But before Rainer retired, he assured me that you were the best person for the job. And considering the skills he imparted to you, I'm starting to second-guess myself, but I've made my bed, and now it's time to lie in it. We're counting on you, Ariane. We have indications that an operation is in preparation somewhere in Africa and the Middle East. The Stasi are known to be involved. So, that is our first clue. The Stasi. They are an organization that we'll be trying to dismantle. Your mission is to prevent this operation from succeeding and to capture as many of the participants as possible. Caution: 1 or more double agents are believed to be active within the CIA. That's kind of bad. Hopefully we'll find information about them. Max, I'm sure you recognize the head of the jihad among these faces. This is the game's copy protection, and as this is a GOG version of the game, we can select anyone and it's fine. Okay, you're cleared. Here's some info we've picked up over the last few days. We think it's linked to this operation. I hope it is, because this can literally be nothing. What do we have? So, it's January 2nd. This photograph appears on Liberian Passport 58. That's useless by itself. A discreet check with the company indicates Yusuf Hussein signed for a telegram. Again, also potentially useless. But I'm going to write it down just in case that name pops up again. We have located North Avenue 59 in the city of Tehran. Great! That means nothing. Alright, it's been assigned to this face. Okay. This person was identified by tenants at North Avenue 59. Okay. And that was signed by Yusuf Hussein. The rest is up to you. The President's counting on you, Max. Don't let us down. You really didn't give me much to go with there, Chief. Who is called Chief, but there we go. So, it is the middle of the morning, well, late night actually, in Washington, D.C., in the CIA office. And there is a man very impatiently waiting for us to select what floor we're going to be going on. We can select data, intelligence, crypto branch, and leave the building. We're going to select data and see what information we have on the Stasi. The answer is not a lot here, so instead we need to look at our clues. We have a Liberian passport that has nothing linked to it. A telegram was sent to London, that's not very useful, and Tehran, that is probably the only real clue we have. And that's not much of a clue. So if we go to city summary and go to Tehran, there's a jihad agent office there. There is KGB, PFO. What we really want to find is a Stasi office. We want to find a Stasi office. Like, there's nothing here that we can look up. So let's go to a city summary and see if we can find, like, anything. Tel Aviv. Nope. Tripoli. Nope. So, Khartoum? Nope. Damascus? Okay, there's one in Damascus. So we could go to Damascus and we could try and find an office somewhere else. Tehran may be somewhere we want to go, but we know there's an office in Damascus. That is a start. Istanbul doesn't have one. Beirut doesn't have one. Baghdad has one as well. So we could also go to Baghdad. Also a choice. All of this, by the way, takes time. Traveling to different locations and doing things takes up time, and while time is going on, the plot is going on. The organizations that are in this plot are working. Also, that person in the background has a purple face. So, let's leave the building. And not a lot we can do here. There's a Mossad active cell, a PFO agent, a Revolutionary Guard. None of that's important. We want to go to the airport. And there's a lot of places we can go. We could even go to London. So our choices are Damascus and Baghdad. They're both a long way from Washington, but everywhere is a long way from Washington. So we're going to pick also Tehran is there. So really they're both roughly in the same area. So let's go to Damascus. And there goes the plane! Ariane is on the case. This is going to take a while. We may get information when we land that will point us in a completely different direction. Right now, we're just sort of stumbling in the dark while we try and find something. Time has gone by. And there's some information from Interpol. A large quantity of plastic explosive was purchased today in the city of Beirut by person or persons unknown. Well, that's a problem. So plastic explosives have been purchased. If we wanted to go to Beirut, that's very close by, so that's not bad. Right. What we want to do is go to the Stasi office. Stasi office is here. It doesn't look like it's well guarded. There's even someone trying to sell a paper outside. So we could just break in. We could watch the building if we suspect someone is in there. Or we could place that wiretap. And we're going to try and place that wiretap. They're unsuspecting. We have 10 minutes. This is a mess. So this is what happens when you have no skill in this. So time is ticking away. The alarms here are currently set to green. If any of them get the red and white lines into them, the alarm goes off and we get into trouble. So down here is absolutely safe. We can change things down here. Not a problem at all. We need stuff to actually change, though. And this is where it gets very tricky, because all of these lines link up to things, and we're not the best at doing this. So, as long as we could change this one. We could change this one. So if we switch this one round, that becomes green, that does that. Okay, that changes the alarm. That's bad. What we want is something there. And switching this makes no difference. So, if we switch this one up here, that'll then become green, and we can get some information. Tehran, and that's it. That's the only information we got there. Tehran. We could also switch something here. That might give us some information. Yasria Vern. That is a name. And names can be good because you can look them up in buildings. So Yasria Vern is not a bad piece of information. Now, this one, as I said, we can switch things around quite freely because there's no alarm here. Not a problem. Also, there are 5 alarms. There's not a lot of information we can glean. So if we were to do that... Revolutionary Guard safe house in Damascus. Cool. That's not that useful for me. What I want is... If I actually put this here, that doesn't change anything. It does swap that around to... That doesn't actually do anything, does it? No, it doesn't. I really want just a blank, like there, but that's really not gonna do very much. If I do that, that is nothing. Okay, and then if I do, so that would make that, and that switches things. I don't want to do anything with that like that, do I? I want that information. It could be useful. If I swap that round so that that's green, that's going to become red. That's really bad. And if I swap that round, that becomes green as well. So green down there, that becomes green. That swaps round, so that's there. That goes to the bottom, that goes to the top, that goes there. Yeah, that's not good. You know, I'm going to cut my losses. I don't want to deal with that last one. What I do want to do is go into this building. I do want to go into this building because I do not know the location of so many things. Like, there's stuff going on in Tehran, and we don't know where the Stasi is in Tehran. So we need to find information. And the best way to do that right now is to break into the building. Which we can easily do because Ariane is not only very good at taking photographs, apparently, but also using lockpicks. So now we get to see the layout of the building and pick our equipment. Everything here is useful. You can place bugs in rooms to gain information about conversations. Kevlar armor is pretty good for not getting hurt. Motion detectors are good for knowing where enemies are. Gas masks are good for dealing with gas grenades, safe cracking kits are good for opening safes, and cameras are pretty essential for getting evidence. You can have an Uzi, which is pretty good, but I'm gonna have the gas mask because knowing my luck, there's gonna be something bad and I'm gonna regret not having a gas mask. So, there's only one door, and the first thing we do is we jump, because you actually control movement with the numpad. There's a lot of computers here, that is good. Right. Let's open this with enter, and F2 for a picture. Stasi Action Team. That is a really good thing. So, Liz Muller is active in the Stasi in Tehran. We really want to go to Tehran now. And Claude Brown in London. Now, we have heard of a communication in London, or something happening in London. That's good. Close the safe. This is a computer. If we get the password, we can ask the computer anything we like. And I think it's withdraw. I think it is withdraw. You're moving. I don't know where you're moving to. That blue dot is a person. Beirut. That's fine. You're coming here. Right. Gotta wait for you. You didn't come in. Okay. You can hide behind things like chairs and everything else, but what I really want to do is deal with you. Oh, you're thinking about it. Okay. Alarm has gone off. That's unfortunate. People are going to show up. Hide. I don't know where you've gone. Well, there you are. Okay. Take care of you as well. We haven't been shot yet. If you get hurt, you have to recover. Which is unfortunate. Okay, we have bullets. This is fine. We're pretty good at combat. Although more people are going to show up. We really don't want them to. Hello. Take care of you. Take care of you. Okay. Are we good? We are not. We are not. Let's grab these bodies. And get the grenades. Hello. That was a miss. That was a miss. Okay, we're still okay. Alarm keeps going off. That's fine. I'd rather it didn't. But we can deal with these people, because we're a pretty good shot. Also, getting all these grenades. Let's see about getting a little bit of info here. Here. Tehran. Alright, that's fine. And nothing there. I think this is... Oh. Hello. I think... Okay, alarm's off now. We now have a disguise. Provided we're careful, we can sneak around. Also, I think this is withdrawn. There's 9 letters. Is it withdrawn? Yes. So now we can look up a piece of information, and what we want is the location of the office for this organization in Tehran. So now we have a safe house location in Tehran. And that's good. That's a successful bit of sleuthing. We can open up that desk here, the black one. And we have a disguise. So, provided we don't do anything suspicious. Okay. That information about the passport has now been linked to an operation organizer. It's starting to come together. Nothing in there at all. And there is a safe on the wall. We can open that up. A Stasi safe house in Istanbul. Good information. In here. Ah, more computers. We can actually get a... That's a great piece of information there, Ariane. We can actually get more information Potentially. That's a short one. But we need another... We really need another computer. Beirut. Okay, Beirut is information we already have written down. No computers in here. Fair amount of filing cabinets, though. And a picture. Of someone with a very snazzy hat, I might add. Okay. That's Ali Hammond, I believe, there. Right, anything here? That's nothing you're looking at there, Ariane. So let's write down Ali Hammond right now. All of this information may not be important. This is the thing. You have to determine what is a false lead and what is actually significant. Computer. Right. Good chance here. Is that flour? That could also be floor. Yeah, I don't have enough information to know if that's flour or floor. Also, by pressing 5 on the numpad, you can constantly crouch and stand. You don't want to be doing that, especially when there is combat. Revolutionary Guards. Stasi safe house in Rome. Decent info. Okay, you're going that way. I don't... Even though I have a disguise, I don't want to interact with people. If I can avoid it, I want to stay away from people. Okay. It's floor. Okay. It's floor. So we get another piece of information. So let us look up... Let's look up Liz Muller, because we have that name. Also, I need to make sure I have typed this exactly correct. Okay, you're definitely someone of importance in Tehran. Probably a useless piece of information to... Darn it! Unfortunate. But they don't quite yet know why there's an alarm. I fired by mistake. That was silly. Fortunately, pretty much every gun is silent. You can crouch and walk around. That's something you can do. A Libyan embassy agent is in Damascus. Okay. I think we probably have all we need right now. We probably have all we need. So let's make our way out. And be quick about it, so we avoid you. Do not want to deal with you. You're not following me. Good. Good. Okay, we have a lead. We have someone in Tehran. What we really need is something to actually tie to them, though. We need something to stick. We know they're active, we don't know what they're active doing. But we've managed to get through this without getting shot, which is good. That means we're not spending time recovering. So we quickly slip out of the building, and a little bit of time passes, and here we are. And they don't appear to be any more concerned about what's happened, which is nice. We also have someone in London that we can look up, but that will be for next time, folks, for when we come back. We are here in Damascus, and now we have another lead that we can check out, and that is Liz Muller. We should also check out Yasria Verne. Maybe I should have looked up Yasria, but we do have someone that we can examine in Tehran, and Tehran is not far. And so, next time, we'll check that out, and hopefully it'll actually lead to something and not be a dead end of awfulness. It probably will be. This is probably going to be a very disastrous first case, but everyone's got to start somewhere. I just wish it wasn't trying to solve a massive crisis like this. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.